Okay, listen. So there was somebody that was doing heavy necromancy, and this person was using your likeness. Somebody was using your picture, your likeness, your image, so that it would come off as if you were the one that was doing this forbidden magic. Now, let me just let you know, this level of manipulation was so intense. Somebody was so dedicated to convincing a whole bunch of people that first and foremost, they needed to convince themselves that you were the one that was sending this energy. This is how crazy somebody's magic is. Somebody was convincing themselves that it was you that was doing this. This is what happens when people get too deep into their lies and they lose sense of reality. This person was using your likeness. They were using a photo. They were using a mirror. They were also using a photo of themselves to allow themselves to dominate your energy. Somebody was using graveyard dirt and blood, okay? So this is somewhat of an extension to the previous reading about the Pandora's box. I had to really sit with that reading and just meditate on it because I was like, oh my goodness. And whatever this reading entails, it's a big deal when it comes to the spirit realm. Like the urgency by way of what spirit was telling me and showing me is that this person is in a frantic state of mind, okay? Which means that they will do anything at this point because they don't have anything to lose. So this is why there's urgency with this reading. This person has absolutely nothing to lose. So they're willing to do anything. Spirit says they've always been willing to do anything, but now they don't have anything to lose. The stakes are high. They've been exposed. And whoever found the box under the bed is like a spiritual whistleblower. Whoever this man is that was separated from his wife that found the box under the bed, this man wants this witch exposed. What he saw in that box is something that changed the way he sees life. Something put him through an awakening. Now, this very well could have been the kind of man that's like, oh, I don't believe in none of that. That spell work, that stuff ain't real. I'm blessed, I'm protected. But when he saw the level of spell work, now let's get into the necromancy energy. So somebody had spirits in the box as well, some type of graveyard dirt, some type of bop it. Okay, I can see it. I know what it looks like. Spirit is showing me everything, which means that this person can no longer cloak in divine collective energy. They can't use your likeness. They can't use your photo. They can't use water. Somebody was using a bowl of water to create somewhat of an illusion. The goal was to watch you drown, basically. Okay. Behind allegations, accusations of you being the guilty one, and you're absolutely innocent. So now that everybody knows what the case is, this person is now working on a group of people that they convinced. Okay, somebody successfully convinced some people that you were the one that was doing the work, that you were the guilty party. Listen, welcome to Spiritual Court TV. If you've not seen part one, I highly recommend it. I will tag it down below in the comment section. Without further ado, let's get into the cards, okay? Holy Spirit, beautiful divine angels, please put a shield over my authentic nature. I do not give anybody permission to use this reading for anything negligent by way of necromancy or dark magic and or any forms of delusions and or manipulation when it comes to my pictures, my photos, my voice, my words, my comments and or etc. I ask that my angels also open up the doors so that I can see very clearly how to channel this message with permission to the Most High God and close any doors that do not need to be open because I just heard my angels say no. So something is a no, okay? Let's find out what the no is about. There's a door, there's something that does not need to come out about this reading because it's invalid. That's what I just heard. Something systematic by way of spiritual investigation and something is invalid. Okay, I don't know why the spirit realm said that, but let's see. We'll find out. Holy Spirit, yeah, look, because whoever you are, you could be somebody that's in the public eye. Starseed energy, single, successful. Something's invalid because it's not holding any weight. Okay, so the people that were convinced are no longer convinced. Yeah, it's a no. Something about you being in a commitment really does have somebody all over the place. Somebody wants to invest in you. This is a beautiful commitment. Yeah, this person can now see beyond the veil. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Somebody went above and beyond. What was in Pandora's box? Okay, show us what we need to see. Clarify what's going on. I just heard Pandora was in Pandora's box. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, somebody had some type of little blood work, sigil, something written, something done, something wrapped, something, whatever it spooked the shit out of this man who was sleeping with this woman, okay? I can't make this up. This man got the hell out of Dodge. Look at this person. Somebody was like, moving on, gotta go. Adios. You're crazy. This man also could have found pictures of himself, okay, and his wife. Whoever the wife is that he was not in a relationship with, this person could have found like something like breakup or a photo. Somebody had a picture of the wife. A lot of these pictures are of people that this man did not recognize. This was concerning to him. Who the hell are these people? This is what he's saying. Clarify, show us what he's saying. What happened? He saw something. He saw something. I'm telling you. He also saw this witch had her picture up under the likeness of a divine feminine, somebody that he does not know. And this is why you don't know this person, divine high priestess. Whoever this person is, I'm telling you, I feel like somebody just saw you online and was like, oh, okay, I'm going to take her beauty. I'm going to take this. You don't know this person. These are the scariest people ever because it's so easy to eliminate them because you never knew them. You never knew them. So it's like, who are you? You're a stranger danger. Do you know that you're weird? Do you know that this is odd? Okay. Somebody just became obsessed with you and whatever image you were presenting. This is what I'm hearing. But something about how this person got this man into a relationship. So this man could have saw like photos of his wife and him in the box or something about self-love or something like that. And maybe this was the lesson that he needed to learn. Okay. What was in Pandora's box? This person convinced a lot of people using necromancy and somebody else is like, yeah, I see it. They're going to doll right there. So let me just use myself as an example. Let's just say somebody took my picture and they used it in a necromancy ritual so that when people open up a door, or let's just say they flip in the cars or they're just trying to see, they would see an image of me and not the person who's behind it. Okay. Somebody had never planned for anybody to figure out that it was them. This person was wearing a mask and now they can't wear a mask anymore because everything is backfiring too fast and you're too authentic. Something about you being single, sexy, and successful. Somebody was using your likeness with a mirror or some water, spoken word, some blood. Okay, they got a lot going on in this box. There's pictures of couples in this box. A lot of couples. Somebody loves doing breakup spells. They love, this is their specialty. Okay. And in this particular case, this man could have seen a picture of him and his wife. And this is how the side piece got him and the voodoo doll. And somebody had a picture. Okay. Somebody had a picture pinned to the doll, a picture of somebody very attractive, apparently, somebody that they wanted to attract whatever they were attracting. Okay. But they never wanted to get caught. Okay. So you were using somebody's likeness. That's what you was doing to do a love spell. Somebody was using your likeness to do a love spell on a man who was separated from his wife. Maybe they were legally separated. Either way, this man is legally married. And somebody was using your likeness, divine feminine. So this man inevitably fell in love with the divine feminine. Love spell. That means characteristics, ways of being, ways of talking, everything. Somebody wanted your entire likeness. And then you mix in these spirits in this necromancy. So somebody wanted to attach certain spirits to you, divine feminine, in order to bind themselves to your essence, in order to attract these relationships. Somebody saw this. Somebody had a whole love spell set up to you in order to lure your energy in and use your likeness in some type of ritual. And this is how they were getting their relationships. Damn, what's in Pandora's box? Child, I can't make this up. Somebody also found a coffin, a little small coffin with a red rose. Child, this person is off the chain. Somebody has spirits in a coffin. Okay. This could be a small coffin that was in a box underneath the bed. There were spirits in there, graveyard dirt. Somebody may have even picked it up and said, "What is this?" Something like that. Okay. I just heard crushed up bones. Yeah, this person is dark as hell. Yeah. Up under the bed because this is where they was laying the pipe. This is where somebody was getting it in at. This is why it's so important that if you are legally married and you're separated, just a suggestion, just on a spiritual level, you need to separate completely. Why are people staying married on paper? For financial reasons? Sometimes, I don't know. But somebody took fully advantage of that. But what was the lesson? Was self-love. So somebody was walking around literally trying to wear divine feminine's energy, a divine feminine they don't know. This divine feminine could be on a reality show. This could be somebody that is successful. This could be somebody that sells wigs online. I feel like somebody had a whole bunch of people in this box, a whole bunch of beautiful women, okay? And they were wearing their essence, wearing their energy, using graveyard dirt in order to attract these men. Somebody also broke up a marriage, okay? Or they insinuated this energy or sent some type of trickster energies to attach to this man to influence him to come towards the third party, who we found out in the previous reading, okay? This is part two, because I just had to do part two. Who we found it in the previous reading had several people. 2 practitioners died, stuck in the ether somewhere. They don't know what to do. And it's complete and total upheaval and destruction. Child, I cannot make this up. Whatever this man saw in this box under this bed, he got the hell out of Dodge. I feel like somebody just got on the road. I ain't gonna even lie. Because how can you defend that? How can you defend your sickness? 1144, this was a reflection of who this person really is. Now this divine masculine is looking at this picture of this person. There's thunder outside. This divine masculine is now looking at this person that this person had a voodoo doll of with the picture, and is trying to figure out, well, who is this person? Like, do I even really know you? So let's see the real divine feminine here. Somebody was using your likeness. I can't make this up. You could be somebody that does divination. You're a real high priestess. I'm telling you, somebody was doing the same thing that you did. Okay. Something about you being an oracle and something about somebody being a tarot reader. They're 2 completely different things. The thing about oracles is that, we really don't need the cards, but we just kind of tap in and we can see the story for what it is. And we tell the story from how the divine wants us to tell it. That's divination. Because if we tell her side, she was in the right. If we tell his side, he was in the right. Either way, the truth needs to be told. And here's what actually happened. This is really what needs to be seen, and this is what needs to be known. Somebody caught somebody off guard. We're simply the third party in this spiritual court case by way of seeing things through the eyes of Christ. The Christ consciousness says that you're somebody that does divination. Somebody saw that you had some type of very special spiritual gift, and somebody wanted it. And because they had been successful with doing this to other people, or maybe whatever they had done to other people had run its course, okay? They felt like you were new, fresh energy, that they could just do this. They could just kind of dive into your energy because they really wanted this commitment, okay? Whoever you are, you have a high level commitment. Somebody knows that you have a high level commitment. You know what's so crazy? They really can't see your person. They just know that he, she is there. Look at the third party situation, commitment, relationship, self-love. So now you and your person, you and your soulmate, wherever they are on this planet, the both of you are marrying each other by way of self-love, which then brings all this voodoo, blood magic, all of the coffins or whatever this person got up under the bed in the Pandora's box that they forgot to lock. This then uproots all of the BS. You starve this person to death. Quite literally. Now they're sitting up getting a message of concern because somebody else might have died. Somebody has a lot of spell work on their back. Somebody's got a lot of like weird energy on them. Listen, this is too much. Clarify this man. What happened? He saw this in the box. I'm telling you, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Somebody was doing death magic. Somebody was doing sickness spells, okay? So whoever this person is, or this man could have started to get sick. This man could have started to get sick. She was siphoning from this person's gift, okay? So this is a divine masculine. They got the hell out of Dodge. So she was siphoning off this man, trying to get his abundance, trying to tap into his bloodline so that she could go to his bloodline and his ancestors and lie. So somebody wanted this masculine's energy so they can present themselves to the ancestors as being somebody that's supposed to be with him. Somebody was trying to control his spirit. Somebody was trying to control his ancestors. They failed miserably. Destruction, backfire. They really want to shift this energy to the divine collective, but it's like it ain't working. Clarify. Something about you and your person leveling up. Yeah, this person ain't no joke. Somebody's got Libra in their chart, Aquarius, or Gemini. Ice King is always King of Swords. Let's see. And something about expectation. Somebody's waiting for something. Something about being mentally and emotionally unstable. Clarify. Somebody's waiting for somebody to go crazy. Something like that. Something about a family. Somebody's focused on the family, a commitment, a relationship, a proposal. Somebody could be in a very healthy relationship, either with somebody else or themselves, with self-love. Yeah, somebody's like, yeah, I'm over here hanging out with myself. Yeah, I can't make this up. Somebody's trying to manipulate your ascension. Somebody's trying to manipulate how people see you with change. Okay. This could have been a part of the magic that was found in Pandora's box. And somebody was trying to manipulate somebody's energy to make it seem like it was this person and this person. Now this person has to be seen for who they are. Remove all these illusions. I just felt a really cold come through. That's definitely death. So somebody could be talking to the Grim Reaper, talking to the death angels. Okay, for real, for real. North Node energy, something about us changing direction. All right. So with manipulation, change in North Node, it's almost like somebody was trying to redirect some type of energy towards you, whoever you are, diviner. You talk to the divine. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. They were trying to redirect this energy towards you with manipulation, but you somehow change directions by way of the wind direction. You go through a full-blown transformation and you end up in the North Node. Clarify Pandora's box. What the hell was in the box, girl? A divine masculine and a divine feminine, a rich guy, a wealthy guy. Girl, I gotta have him. Ooh, I'm gonna get him. This is what this person was doing. It's a whole bunch of men in this box, by the way. Divine masculines. These are people that this person sought out, that they wanted. Okay, whichever love spell goes through first, that would have been the one that they would have been with. Either way, they just need one divine masculine. This is how this person feels. So they had a whole box. Clarify, you had pictures of this man. This man found pictures of himself. Yeah, I can't make this up. Sweetheart energy. There's a divine feminine here as well. Clarify. Somebody was doing this to a couple. Clarify, show me what's going on. And then they started gossiping. I can't make this up. Flying monkeys to try to present some type of manipulation around somebody's destiny. These are two people destined for greatness, for wealth, abundance, and they're mirroring one another because of self-love. Oh yeah, together, they can't stop us. That's what I just heard. Ooh, one monkey don't stop no show. Let's see what's going on. Somebody was using the divine feminine's likeness, but now they can't do it because you've changed. This person can't even pick up on your essence, and the spirits that they're using are so low vibrational that they can't attach it to this energy because this is pure self-love. Once you experience this in its totality, you feel sufficient. You feel like good enough for you in a relationship or not. Even if nobody's around, you're like, I'm just going to hang out with myself, just kick my feet up, just whatever. Like that self-love is like, it makes you a whole person. You're not really missing anything in life. So a love spell, manipulation spell, that's going to backfire every time because pure love, self-love, it's like in order for your energy to be manipulated, you have to be insecure in certain parts of your life. You have to be insecure about a relationship in order for something to affect your relationship or some type of deep-seated fear. Oftentimes it's rooted in some type of parental, soul tie or something with a mother or a father. But in this case, you've healed. So this really does make it difficult for somebody's magic to manifest. Maybe it was working. Now they got a whole bunch of people that they've convinced that you're the guilty culprit. And this guy didn't found the box up under the bed. He got the hell up out of Dodge. Jumped in the car, probably didn't even say bye. Remember in the previous reading, the Eight of Swords was in the reverse. The Eight of Wands, was in the reverse. So he could have cut communication real quick. He blocked that ass. He said, oh no, adios, Arriva motherfucking Dolce. I'm telling you what he did. Didn't I just tell you this man got the hell up out of Dodge, man? What is this person doing? Running. He's like, no, that is not what I saw. I can't believe that's what I saw. You are a witch. You are crazy. This person sees this person as the most deceptive person. 2020 on the timer, 2020 vision. Just as I saw that, somebody is saying, you a wicked, dirty dog ass witch. Oh, you wicked. You're crazy. You're a whole Decepticon, a fraud. You're not a divine feminine. You a witch. I'm telling you what this man said. This man ran towards the divine. Something made this man a believer, not even just a believer. Forget believer, because that's being a lie. Something let this man know, like, hey, I heard about stuff like this. This stuff is real. Somebody also had children in the box as well. I just heard this person was manipulating their own children. So they could have been doing spell work on their children. Somebody wanted to control the entire household. Okay. But this is somebody else's man. This woman could have also put pressure, this witch could have put pressure on this man to file for divorce. Because remember, I'm seeing somebody with a breakup, but it's not final. They're just separated, okay? Let's close this out. Yeah, I can't make this up. You got your crown, okay? Divine Collective. Spirit is like, close that out. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to cut that witch up. Somebody is crazy. That witch was over there cutting up, child. Something about you being friendly and helpful. People are starting to see you for who you are. So this person can't wear our likeness no more. Why did I say our? Oh, wow. You was trying to wear my likeness too? That's crazy. To get my divine masculine, bitch, you crazy. Imagine trying to talk to my divine masculine, and flirt with him and he curses you out. You'll get your pokey ass back. Because I said our likeness. Oh, so this witch could have been speaking from a third person, like our man, our destiny, or something like that to resonate with your life. Child, that is crazy. But look at Divine Masculine, the collective, the destiny, baby. Somebody's out here looking good. Clarify Pandora's box. This person's in spiritual court, okay? And they're getting drugged to and fro. Whatever the necromancy is, throw that shit up out the door. That shit ain't working, okay? Whatever they got to do, they got to get away. This person wanted your knowledge. This person wanted your good karma, okay? Remember in the previous case, in the previous reading, this person was saying how they had changed. Your light team is saying, we just want to testify. She's a liar. She's on fire. She don't need to tell no lies. Clarify this person. You don't need to tell no lies. You know you crazy girl. Okay? Will the real high priestess please stand up? Hold your star up. That's your star. Something about your divinity. It's a challenge. Let me just tell y'all something. It's a challenge when you got a weird, dark ass, crazy ass, cuckoo, psychotic, Dumbo, just a dizzy broad, a dizzy, weird ass, stalking ass, wanting to be you ass witch. And you got to be in this position where you stand in your authenticity and you just say, well, if people can't see who I am, then maybe they're just not supposed to know who I am. Because if people fall for this, they'll fall for anything. This person had a whole bunch of people fooled, including this man, that they were you. This person is a whole Queen of Wands in a reverse, a wicked ass, dirty ass witch. This is one of the darkest cases. I've been in situations like that where people really think that you're doing something. You're like, yo, I'm not doing anything. That's not me. This is how much somebody had somebody convinced. But the more that you decided to dedicate yourself to self-love, you easily displace this nasty voodoo. This person has lost the man that they were fooling with. Two of the practitioners are down for the motherfucking count, and they're trying to figure out how they can get your gift, your intellect. Somebody wanted to sound intelligent like you. Somebody wanted to be the beta energy, friendly, helpful, non-confrontational. But behind the scenes, they're a dirty ass witch with graveyard boxes up under their bed, Pandora's boxes, bloods, maxi pads, whatever the hell they got going on in that damn box. Whatever it was, it scared that man. Whatever it was, it scared that man. He saw pictures of a whole bunch of divine feminines. Somebody could have blonde hair, okay? Somebody could have copper hair. Yep, I can't make this up. This man is saying, you're crazy. It's something wrong with you. This came out in the reverse because this represents him exposing this person. This person now being seen for who they are. What else, Spirit? Yeah, I can't make this up. Something about your ascension, okay? This person. They're stuck without somebody's energy. They're stuck without this magic. Because once somebody finds your box up under your bed, it dismantles everything that you got going on a magical level by way of illusions. This man was never meant to find this box. Not to mention, people were already pulling their energy back because the two practitioners passed away. This man found this box up underneath the bed. You got to be careful where you lay down. And somebody also had something in between the mattress, y'all. Some type of something to attach to this man. Could have been another spirit, something like that, a monitoring spirit, something like that, a lustful energy. Oh, this witch wasn't no joke. Somebody was also putting something in somebody's shoes or throwing something at somebody's feet. So whenever this man would leave the house, she was throwing things down at his feet so that she could follow him and see what was going on. But remember, she was sleeping with the other guy too, and possibly a woman. And there's some other people because the Seven of Cups came up. A whole bunch of pictures of different women that she wanted to be. Pinned to dolls with blood. That's what was in the box. And somehow she was gaining some type of victory. This was working for quite some time. This was the illusion that she put herself under. But now she's stuck because she can't convince people that you're the guilty party. Clarify this person. She can't convince nobody. Yeah, I can't make it up. This is really how she wants to show up. She was marrying you to a T. Damn near perfectly. But real people with real eyes recognize real. She's now doing a love spell over the divine feminine so that you can't see what she did. We see through that too. Don't do a love spell. There's no love there. She's still doing it. She's still at it. Yeah, she's going to get found out. And she's still trying to convince people because really now she's about to go into poverty. Because remember, everything that she's maintained, everything that she's cultivated, built, business, money, has been off of other people's energy. So she needs to do these binding rituals because she's too far in. She's in too deep and she can't see herself not doing it. I feel like behind the scenes, she's losing it though. She's trying to piggyback off of your prayers. So whatever she's doing, it's not going to work. Trickster energy. Trying to convince other people that it's you. Show me these other people that she convinced. Yeah, it's a coven. So they all got together and tried to spiritually poison you with coven. Show me these other people that she convinced. But now they want to be friends because they're like, oh my God, she's really a nice person. This person's nothing like what you said. Yeah, that bitch was lying. And she was doing magic over people in her own coven. That's why she's sitting and peeking around and retching around with one eyeball looking around the corner. Girl, if you don't go have several seats, take a dirt nap. Yes, we are in love. That's my bouquet. Yes, we are in love. That's my baby. That's what divine feminine is saying. I'm just saying it in the position of the divine feminine. Yes, that's the love of my life. Call me crazy, but I think I found the love of my life. That's right. Have you ever felt warm on a cold, cold night? It'll hit you when you least expect it, and you can reject it. Listen, it's a tingling little feeling in your chest that you know that's him and he knows that's you. Whatever this is, let me tell you the gift behind this type of spell work. It made you stand 10 toes down in your authenticity so much so that somebody lost track of trying to copy you. And the other people that they were trying to copy, they weren't able to copy them without your energy. So now they're sitting up with their energy bound. They're still trying to do something though. They don't want to lay this down just yet. But the spirit realm has already decided. The spirit's up under the bed and the man has run off. This person is also trying to do death magic over this man's wife. Okay, I'm telling you, this person's off the chain. They're also trying to do death magic over their sibling. Somebody also could have been using their sibling's likeness. Okay, this witch, so that people wouldn't know that it was them. Yeah, look, this person ain't got no spiritual gifts. Somebody was trying to take your spiritual gifts. Whoever this sibling is or whoever they were collaborating with, somebody doesn't have any spiritual gifts. Yeah, somebody was trying to take somebody's gifts for real. Clarify the box. Clarify the box. Somebody was trying to box you in, cage you up. Somebody was also trying to make you same sex when you were not. So this is a feminine sending love spells to another feminine, but her intentions is not to be in love. Her intentions is to rob you blind, seduce you, take your spiritual gifts, and run off with your energy. And everybody would think that it was you that did it. It was you. It wasn't me. It was me. It wasn't you. This is why people got to use their own intuition. This is why you cannot listen to everything that you hear. This person was doing magic over everybody. So the fact that they're now now that these people want to be friends, and people are like, you know what? No, because they're breaking free from these spells. There's a love spell that's breaking right now. This person is trying to do this because they want to manifest off of your destiny. This is how they get people. Love spells. Women, guys, love spells. And then they put a little razzle dazzle with a little necromancy. Moral of the story is stay about the graveyard, leave the dead alone. You're going to see that moving forward, a lot of people that do necromancy are going to go crazy. You know why? Because that is absolutely forbidden. Why? Because we're in the second judgment. That means that whatever happened in Christ by way of what is buried in the earth is now being uprooted. So anybody putting any type of roots down or working with any principalities or trying to conjure, this is like not the time to do that. Never's the time to do it moving forward. It's been eliminated off the timeline. You're not supposed to be doing that. Not at all. It's been eliminated. Disrupting the dead is a spiritual violation because they're crossing over, returning back to source. They're not earthbound. So you ain't got no damn spirits to work with now. Get the damn dirt from under your bed. Look, attachments. This person had all kind of attachments. People really didn't know where this magic was coming from because somebody was using everybody's likeness. Oh man, this person's laying in the bed looking crazy now. Somebody's sitting up in the bed looking crazy. Somebody also was using the likeness and illusions of toxic family members. Keep in mind, this is somebody that you do not know. This is a stranger. Okay? Yeah, they're in the bed. Somebody was using your wounds. They know the rules by way of magic. Somebody was using like your sister wounds. And if they were doing divination, they're like, yeah, it's your ex, it's your sister. Because if you hadn't healed from those toxic relationships or the betrayals, then it was easy for this magician who you do not know. You don't know this person. Again, this is a stalker. This is Mrs. Stranger Danger. It was easy for this person to then manipulate your energy because you still got some type of wounds with your past. But now that you're in this self-love energy, all is well. You done forgave yourself. You done forgave different versions of yourself that dealt with different people, and you forgave all of that and you moved on. Somebody can't find a way in. They don't know how to penetrate your new high vibrational sphincter. And you and your man out here making love in the astros, two angels. You ever seen two angels make love? Well, we'll talk about it later. I love y'all, okay? Take what resonates and leave what does not. I will absolutely see you in the next reading. Until then, peace be with you.